This is a tale of hypocrisy that stains the soul of our democracy. I'm calling it the kumbh Karur hypocrisy, where the opposition ecosystem are roaring like lions when it suits them, but they start whispering like shadows when their own are in the dock. Viewers, this is the story of selective outrage of Congress party that wields accountability like a weapon against the BJP, but forgets when its ally DMK falters. Remember the sacred Sangam in Kumbh, millions converging for the holy pilgrimage, a stampede at the ghats triggered by surging crowds and faltering arrangements. At least 30 pilgrims trampled to death, dozens more injured, families torn apart in an instant. And who did the Congress pounce on, viewers? Then Maharashtra Congress chief Nana Patole had said Modi and Yogi must take onus and quit. Pawan Kheda demanded Yogi Adityanath hand over management to a better administrator. Others in the Congress insisted on resignations, probes and accountability. Akhilesh Yadav, their ally, echoed them, calling for the entire BJP machinery to resign in moral shame. Viewers, the ecosystem amplified it. Let's now talk about Karur. 41 lives lost. What happened here? Thousands flocked to a rally for actor turned Neta Vijay. They waited hours under the scorching sun. No water, no shade, no escape. Vijay arrived late. The crowd surged towards the stage in a desperate bid to catch a glimpse of their favorite star. Panic erupted, bodies fell and, got trampled in the crush. Many dreams buried under the weight of poor planning, scant security, and a state that looked away. Delayed start, no crowd control. One can go on and on. The state lapses are screaming for scrutiny. But the Congress party cannot see all of this. No demands for Stalin's resignation. Not that I know of. No calls for Vijay to step back. Rahul Gandhi makes a gentle phone call to Stalin, inquiring politely, offering condolences like a friend checking in. Not a leader demanding justice. He spoke to Vijay too, a soft word of sympathy. I don't know what transpired. No hint of the fire he unleashed on Yogi Adityanath. No outrage, no protest, no ecosystem echo chamber baying for blood. Just quiet nods to the inquiry that we will find out what happened. Contrast the fury, viewers, from then Yogi must quit to not even a whisper for accountability now. That's our story. Let's introduce Mr. Saravanan, who joins the panel. He's the spokesperson of the DMK. Needs no introduction. Mr. Saravanan?
Yeah.
What do you make of the two stories I've told here, Kumbh and Karur?
See, how can you compare them both? This is the tragedy at Karur was entirely because of what the TVK did. The permission was granted from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. for Mr. Vijay to go ahead with the rally. And they advertised from his Twitter handle, Mr. Vijay says, please assemble at 8:45 a.m. in Karur, in Namakkal at the first point, at 12 p.m. at Karur at the second point. But he catches his flight from 9 a.m. at 9 a.m. and reaches the spot at 12:30 a.m. the first thing. And from there on, he goes on. Repeatedly, he and the organizers flout the rules and regulations. They did not follow any single condition that has been issued by the government, the police. And at the last point, the DSP has repeatedly said, please don't go further. There is a huge crowd, please start your speech here. But they refuse to listen to the police. And how can you compare these both? It's really farcical that you are comparing what happened at Kumbh Mela to what happened here. And it is the alacrity of the police who were there that the more deaths were prevented and the injured.
What happened in Kumbh, sir? Was the administration not swift and were their actions not, in line with saving lives? Do you know how many people turned up for the Mahakumbh, by the way?
Yeah, see, the Kumbh is different. That's what I'm saying. Here at Karur, it was directly attributable to the negligence, the criminality, the culpability of the organizers of the TVK and the way they
organizers, not the state. Okay.
How will this?
अश्विनी जी, राहुल गांधी ने एक टेलीफोन कॉल पे बात किया, मैंने आपको सुना दिया उस समय क्या क्या कहा गया था. योगी मस्ट रिजाइन, मोदी मस्ट बी हेल्ड अकाउंटेबल. ये यहां पे क्यों नहीं बोला जा रहा है सर?
Pranesh, you used the word accountability. During Kumbh, do you think BJP government was acting accountable? Right after those hundreds of deaths, though they hid and said only 30 happened, they showered the flowers on the pilgrims. Do you think that is accountability? Were they had any sorrow of, like, did they really felt about what happened in the Kumbh? No. They were not having any sympathy for the deaths. They were just letting their Kumbh be so popularized that more bhid should come, more people should come. That was the fundamental difference. I'm not defending any stampede happened anywhere. Let the government take action. Let the accountable be held responsible.
No, why didn't you say this? No, why didn't you say this? Let the report come. Let the government take action. Why was the Congress then, jumping around saying Yogi must resign? अब आप एक बार बोल के तो देखिए, Stalin must resign. You will be thrown out of the alliance.
फूल किसने बरसाए? इतनी सारी मौतों के बाद फूल कौन बरसाता है? That is the height of.
तो आपको
समझ में आता है प्रणेश जी,
पहले
पेन होता होगा वहां पर हजारों लोग.
ये एंटी सनातन माइंडसेट बार बार सामने आ जाता है. आपको कुंभ क्यों सेलिब्रेट हो रहा है उससे प्रॉब्लम है, फूल क्यों बरसाए उससे प्रॉब्लम है. विवेक श्रीवास्तव को भी सुन लेते हैं. सर, यू ऑल्सो सेड योगी मस्ट रिजाइन.
यस, ऑफ कोर्स आई सेड. वो ऑर्गेनाइजर थे, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट पार्टिसिपेट कर रही थी उसके अंदर, सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट वाज पार्टिसिपेटिंग, हिंदू रेनेसां हो रहा था साहब, नया युग शुरुआत करी जा रही थी. तो योगी साहब जब ऑर्गेनाइज कर रहे हैं तो पकड़े जाएंगे ना.
यहाँ किसने ऑर्गेनाइज किया था सर?
See, I'll tell you. You are basically allergic to the popularity of Stalin as a chief minister, his success, his good governance. तो आपको कहीं ना कहीं से पॉइंट ढूंढने हैं कि उनको टारगेट करो. When Stalin is not the organizer, the DMK is not the organizer, and it is an event of somebody else and something bad happens, how can you target the chief minister of Tamil Nadu? It is ridiculous. And Yogi is responsible because he was the organizer. He was the man trying to see the preparedness on a personal level. और VIPs को लाकर के भीड़ लगाई थी, कॉमन मैन की भीड़ हो गई और ट्रेजेडी हुई है. It was a mismanagement. And mismanagement by the BJP, I will say. So you cannot compare Karur with what Yogi Adityanath did. And yes, clean chit to Stalin. Nothing wrong with the DMK government. Nothing wrong with the chief minister. Very clear.
I don't remember the year. I think it was 1949. One Mr. Stalin met Mao Zedong. Dr. Ranganathan, ये तब से clean chit ही आ रहा है.
नहीं, this kind of shamelessness is special. But I just want to ask my good friend Vivek when he says clean chit to Stalin. अभी आपने देखा होगा 3 महीने पहले there was a stampede and many people died in Karnataka also. And that IPL celebration. Vivek, straight bolna. Clean chit to Siddaramaiah also?
No. Because the organizers were different, so clean chit to Siddaramaiah. Of course. वो जो ऑर्गेनाइजर थे उनको पकड़ो.
No, please.
चाहे क्रिकेट वाली बात हो.
Now please allow me, please. Please, Vivek, I did not interrupt you. Pranesh, can I go on?
Please,
I
sir.
just want to test that, but it's my mistake. For a split second, I thought Vivek will not be two-faced or hypocritical.
Just one minute, Dr. Ranganathan, मैं सारी टेस्टिंग करके आता हूँ आपके पास. फिर भी you don't trust my wisdom. आपने खुद टेस्ट कर लिया. चलिए.
नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है. वो क्या करूं कि मेरा दिल ही कुछ ऐसा है. मैं सोचता हूं कि विवेक सुधर गया होगा आधे घंटे में, लेकिन ऐसी गलती दोबारा रिपीट नहीं होगी. आई प्रॉमिस यू. But coming back to the shamelessness, Stalin should not resign, even though law and order, taking care of every program that happens in the state is the prerogative of the state and the law and order machinery. But Stalin is not responsible. In Karnataka, you have a stampede that takes place. But Siddaramaiah is not responsible. But in Kumbh, where 600 million people visited the Kumbh and 50 and tragically died, of course they died and it is terrible. But Yogi is responsible because Yogi defies Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Yogi is at the same time a boundary bouncer, an usher, a pandit, a security guard, someone who is ushering in the pilgrims, someone who is allowing them to take bath. Yogi is everywhere. Yogi Bhagwan Vishnu hai. 15-20 जगह है तो योगी इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल. अरे कुछ शर्म कर लो. Why are you so two-faced? Why are you running such a shameless agenda that you are actually trampling once more on the victims of the stampede? This is what real shamelessness is.
Mr. Saravanan, shouldn't the Chief Minister, sir, and tell me if my question is loaded or not right. Shouldn't the Chief Minister take onus for law and order, sir?
Yeah. See, you are comparing this with Kumbh Stampede, but you should compare this with the Hathras Stampede, where 114 people died. So there lies the distinction. You are making wrong comparisons. That's what. If you understand the chronology of the events, if you understand what had happened, it is because of the alacrity of the police. The police acted in alacrity, and they constantly advised if the organizers refuse to listen. They say, we will not listen to you. And Mr. Vijay was challenging the police. And Mr. Vijay was on record in this event that the police has done a good job. Thank you for ensuring my passage from Namakkal to Karur. So, for your convenience.
No, this is not about convenience, sir. Mr. Saravanan, if what you're saying is right about Vijay, why is he not named in the FIR, sir? And what is this phone call, diplomacy? Rahul Gandhi calling up Vijay because he thinks, if he does not align with the DMK, at least we have a chance. Is Vijay not named in the FIR because, you're not ruling out an alliance with Vijay? If not, name him in the FIR, like you're gunning for Yogi Adityanath, for Hathras, Kumbh, whatever it is.
See, Pranesh, now I understand where this goes. See, what had happened, an FIR has been registered against the person who gave this thing, and the organizers' FIR has been registered. Who are going to be named, against whom the action will be initiated. There is a one-man commission, a fact-finding mission that will go on, and the investigation is also going on. So we will know at the end of the investigation who is responsible for this.
I am all for investigation, Mr. Saravanan. Yes. All I am trying to say is that, this kind of love for norms and procedure was missing when the opposition said Yogi must resign. Dr. Ranganathan, last 10 seconds.
No, that's what I mean. If the investigations are going on, and fair enough, as Mr. Saravanan says, after the investigations are over and the inquiry has been done, we will apportion blame. Why the same standards were not made for Yogi in Kumbh? That is the real question.
Let's see how this develops. One just hopes that the 41 bereaved families get justice at the end of this. The politics will go on, and Netas must at the very least learn a lesson that next time there is a rally, adequate arrangements are done so that no more lives are lost. Viewers, thank you for joining us on India Upfront. The news are with Navika Kumar on the other side.